Hi, hello, how are you? I hope everything is just fine. As you can see, today I'll be making a concept character art design, whew, that's a mouthful, of Baron Samedi. If you're a gamer, you probably heard of him because he's popular in Smite. Well, I'm not sure if he's popular in Smite, but I'm sure that he is in Smite. Well, Smite is basically a game that has a bunch of gods in it, and Baron Samedi is a god. And hey, that's pretty good. He's a god of death, life, you know, those kind of go hand in hand. And he's a voodoo god, or rather a hoodoo god. And if you don't know what hoodoo is, well, mainly it's like good voodoo, because voodoo is like bad magic. Well, I'm not sure. But how I've gotten to this character concept art is because a friend, a really good friend of mine, asked me if I could make a character concept art for his Voodoo Works studio, which is basically a really cool studio. And he is doing motion graphics. Well, him and his team, because he's the CEO apparently. I'm not sure. But hey, check Hoodoo Works out. I'm gonna be leaving in the description their link. Please check them out. They do awesome art stuff. They do 3D motion graphics. They do 3D art. They do like anything you will think of visually. They're really cool. All right, just check them out, and maybe, just maybe, your boy will be, you know, featured there. Maybe I'll be doing some 3D, 2D stuff, maybe some animations with Voodoo Works, alright? So just check them out. They're really cool. Anyway, back to our character concept. I was given quite a few images of Baron Samedi. Well, basically what I needed to go by was a futuristic depiction of Baron Samedi. Yeah, the guidelines I was going to work with were a wireframe hat, you know, because that would look futuristic. Obviously, the skull, because that's a key feature. I also had to work with the green, teal-ish color scheme that Hoodoo Works has on their Instagram and in their branding. So that was a really big feature as well. And another color besides the green that Voodoo Works usually is trademarked with, purple. Purple works really good with green, so that was a really nice bonus. And I had to do like a character reveal type of situation where it's kind of obscured but still in front view, so it's a character teaser. So I started working on the sketch. You know, you always have to make a sketch. Well, I always make a sketch just to show them and have a green light of what my vision is. I didn't want to give it, you know, too much detail. And I was thinking, because it's a character reveal, a mascot reveal rather, I was thinking that I would have him in a really dark room, you know, being like a boss type of character, having a holographic tablet in front of him that would sell the futuristic look. And he's also well known, Baron Samedi, to have a staff. So I ended up having this sketch, and I sent it to them. And my friend told me that it's cool, it's a lot of storytelling, because I was really obsessed, and I am really obsessed to have a story in my drawings, in my illustrations. But they were looking for an actual epic type of character reveal, and I was asking him, what do you think? Is the pose okay? Should I have him in a chair, or how should I have him standing? He just said that he should be standing up and having also a pen in his hand. And, you know, I couldn't incorporate the holographic tablet without holding his hand as well. I started making another sketch before I worked on the other one, because I didn't work on the other one. I totally scrapped the first idea, and he actually showed me his pose that he was thinking of. You know, like 1 foot up, having like a really diva aesthetic, and holding his tablet like a holographic thing, like, you know, like you would see in Star Wars, or in where did I see it? Also in Black Panther, I also think they had like this holographic technology, you know, super futuristic. So yeah, I tried to get the main pose down. I was going for that trade card aesthetic, you know, like those card games in video games, like those collectible cards, like an epic style character reveal. So I had this first sketch done, and after the first sketch was done, I sent it to him, and hey, I got the green light. Woo! So yeah, the only thing left to do was to start detailing and drawing it more, and I might have forgotten to press record here for the next step. So here's the next step. I only added just basic colors, the green and the purple for the suit. Once obviously I had my base colors, I just had to refine them, see what was going to work, what was not going to work. I didn't look up a lot of references because it was very unique, and basically I didn't need to look up a lot of references because, you know, it's a skull. Every artist just knows how to draw a skull. I don't know, that's the first thing you kind of learn. It's like artistic, I guess. And I'm really good with anatomy and poses, so that worked out pretty well. And of course the cape needed to be there, and I had to really figure it out how to make that work, and also being futuristic. And that was a really big issue. I didn't really know how to make his clothes look futuristic necessarily. So the cape kinda looks like more of a Dracula vibe rather than a Baron Samedi. But oh well, I tried to make it work. Next up was figuring out the lights, because there were two main light sources. The wireframe top hat, which, you know, added like a really nice effect on his skull. I will be rendering that later on. You will know what I mean. And also his holographic tablet, which was a light from below. You can see me working on the skull. And I was really trying to make the skull work, to make it look like a nice chrome aesthetic. I think that would have added a really nice futuristic effect, the chrome effect. And obviously the wireframe head and the holographic tablet also adds to the futuristic aspect, because I don't know how to make a suit look futuristic, like a nice suit to look futuristic, and that was the only reference I was going to look for. So I basically just googled futuristic suits, and obviously, as I expected, there are not many futuristic looking suits, but I found one suit that I could reference, and it's this one. And I basically didn't take a lot, just, you know, the colors and not the colors, the, you know, the suit aesthetic. But yeah, and the leg didn't really work for me, so I tried to have his leg put on a PC, maybe a thing, but that didn't turn out really good. But I liked the leg being up. And the background, I added him in a server room. I mean, I put him in a server room because, you know, PCs, futurism, little lights, little interesting thingies. So it's basically a hallway of a server room, which, you know, I think it adds to the aesthetic. I don't know why. I could have done him in a graveyard, but that would have been too cliche, but oh well. You can see me do my anatomy check here, because after a while I was just so lost in rendering it, and I didn't notice that the proportions were off. So obviously I did a anatomy check. Basically I just had a sketch over what I already had to make me, you know, more confident in the anatomy and more sure that I can move on with what I have. And the last parts were just making it work. I added some ambient light and also some fog, because obviously you have to sell the piece and I had to separate somehow the backgrounds and him and make it look more ominous, more interesting, you know, more nice to look at. First rule of drawing, it just has to look nice. Doesn't have to be right, like where would that smoke come from, but it has to look nice. And honestly, just the last few hours I was just trying to make the skull work, because that's the main focus, the main focal point. Even though you can see the whole body, the main focus point is the skull and the wire-framed top hat. So yeah, I really tried to make that work. I hope it turned out okay. He liked it eventually. But yeah, it was honestly quite a challenge, and quite a welcome challenge, because I think it turned out okay, and maybe you will see some more from it. Maybe I will redraw or finish drawing the first sketch, the one where he's sitting down. I think I can really make that work once I'm finished with this one. And yeah, you let me know what you think of the end result. Of course, there are a couple of changes I made in Photoshop once I had it done. I had a more detailed version, there's a more, you know, heavily rendered version. I don't know, man, I think it turned out pretty good. You let me know. But mainly you should check out Voodoo Works. Their Instagram is crazy. Like I told you, I might have some work there, maybe in the future. Also, you let me know if you want me to finish the first sketch. I might just finish it, why not? I already have it, this one is done. And yeah, I hope you're doing good. I hope everything is fine. Consider subscribing. Check out Hoodoo Works. They have amazing works there. If you like 3D visual stuff, or if you like any visual stuff, visualizers, just check them out, alright? Just check them out. Alright, I wish you a great day or a great night, whatever you're having, and take care. Alright, talk to you. Bye bye. Bye.